Mississippi. We are at Walley Forestry in Ellisville, Mississippi, in the heart of Jones County. I wanted to pass this on. Gerard, I thought about you as I was watching Bull Durham this past weekend. In the early part of the movie, a helicopter is dropping cash onto the field to waiting participants. There you go. I told you, folks, it's helicopter money. That's what the government has done the last couple of years. Joining us now, Lynn Buckhaults, the mayor of Ellisville, Mississippi. Mr. Mayor, thanks for coming on, sir.
Thank you, sir, for inviting me. Always a pleasure to be here with y'all. Thank you for being here in Ellisville.
Well, it is our pleasure to be here and have been remarking about the beautiful area, this part of the state, like all parts of Mississippi. We're just so blessed with a gorgeous state, but it really comes out in all its splendor on a sunlit, bright, sunny spring day like we got today. A bit windy, but I noticed the azaleas are starting to bloom. We got some right around the property here, and to those of us that are golf people, that means that the Masters is right around the corner.
Right around the corner, that's right.
That's what it means when you see the azaleas blooming. But the other thing that caught my eye, Mr. Mayor, is the traffic along the area and what seems to be just a lot of thriving businesses. It looks like things are going well here in Ellisville.
There ain't no doubt. I mean, Ellisville is growing. We're definitely proud of that. You know, not just our people, our citizens, but people willing to come here, open business, and make a go at it. And it's really paying off. It's helping the city, no doubt, helping the people to have places to shop, to eat. Helps us to make some improvements that we continue to try to do.
Absolutely. And we should also point out that where we are right here, our sponsors today, Walley Forestry, what a great asset that is, not only for Ellisville and Jones County, but for the entire state of Mississippi.
No question about it. There's a role that they play for homeowners, landowners, timber owners. It's a great asset for our area and our community.
I have enjoyed learning about their business and kind of the unique niche they have. And how they've leveraged those unique skills to create a business out of that, and something that's so desperately needed by landowners and those seeking to, even as Mr. Walley pointed out earlier, as Jamie pointed out earlier, looking to move into the area from out of state. That's got to be exciting to you as the mayor of this area.
We have people more so than you would imagine coming in from out of state, as far as California and everywhere else, that's wanting to move this way, and we welcome them, no doubt.
Well, that's so great to hear. They're finding out what those of us who are native Mississippians and have made our homes here all our lives already know.
We already know what we have to offer, no question.
That is fantastic. All right, so right across the street from us, we got the police department.
That is right.
Tell us about those guys and the work they do. I saw them coming over here for some barbecue earlier.
Well, there ain't no question about it. I'm very proud of our police department as well as each department we have, Public Works, Fire Department, but we're just about to the point of being back full staffed. I think every municipality everywhere has turnover, has problem, filling some empty slots, but we're pretty close to been back up to full positions. We're very fortunate. We just, I think this past month, put 2 new patrol cars online in service. I always like to say when we had the opportunity to do that, they're paid for the day they got here. So
Good.
No notes, nothing on the people, but they're paid for them. We have, and not to get ahead, but by the same token, in our fire department, we've just put online a brand new custom-built chassis fire truck. Probably $380,000 or so. A lot of other improvements that we've made there. Our personnel, when you look at the police, look at the fire department, it's like I've always said, if I was in a bind and needed somebody, I'd just sooner send the ones from Ellisville, Mississippi as anywhere. They usually run to a fire, run to a situation. But and we were fortunate to even including our Public Works and all the employees in this past budget time was able to give everybody a much-deserved, needed raise.
Good.
We were very, very proud to be able to do that. We've continued, in a lot of our growth that we've been able to do, and again, like I said, all of it's being done without taking on any additional notes or borrowed money as we go to, like our downtown project. we've completed the second phase of that. They're on Front Street with the water line moving the first stage, the new blacktop, the second stage. We have a lighting project yet to come to include that. So we've been able to blacktop pretty good amount of roads in the last 2 or 3 years, done 4 or 5, probably right before the end of the year. We've had several projects that's ongoing right now, one of them being, and it doesn't hurt to talk about it, we probably a $1.2 million project on our South Lagoon that's kind of out of sight, out of the way, behind a locked gate. You know, the public usually don't see that, but that's part of what we have to do to keep up, you know, our sewer system. So we're proud of that. Got some NRCS projects going. Matter of fact, Monday I think we open bids on 3 more of them, and then later in the month of next month we'll be opening bids on, I think it's about 4 or 5 streets that we intend to get the water lines and all out from under them so we can repair the streets and not have to dig them back up. So.
Well, it sounds like, Mr. Mayor, that the city overall has a very good and positive financial condition.
Oh, there's no doubt. I think we're very well off. I mean, I know as everybody has had the opportunity to talk about, to like our sales tax revenue, I mean, we set records as a lot of other municipalities did over the last few checks. Now the last current check was not as high as the last one, but it's still better than what it used to be this same time of year. So we've had that opportunity there. We have some of that money that they've passed down to us, you know, through the ARPA funds and all that, and that's what we plan to use moving these water lines in the upcoming months. Every bit of it toward that.
Yeah, because that's actually on the list of approved uses of that money.
That's exactly right. That water sewer is a definite, no question about it, is approved, and then we already have the money in place once we do that to come back and resurface the roads. Again, without borrowing, I mean, we sitting on ready to do that. Okay,
yeah, those are eligible expenditures as a condition of that money being allocated. So you got, how much did you get in Ellisville?
I think the city of Ellisville got just a little over $1 million, 1.2. We've already received the first half of it in the bank, ready for us to begin to spend and put in place. And then when the other part will come, I mean, I'm unsure about that. But
well, I was going to ask you also about the state $1.8 billion, some of which, of course, is going to be allocated out in the cities.
I think they're still working on that.
They are.
I don't know the fact of all that. They have some matching money that they're going to try to offer if they get it through the House, through the Senate.
Right. Yeah. We're all kind of anticipating when that might happen, as you may have heard us talking about on the program today.
The thing to do is get ready to apply it to a good use when it gets here.
I certainly hope so, and I believe what I've heard from our legislature that is the case.
I do too. I mean, there's no doubt. I know the city of Ellisville has most definitely got some friends, some good people up there that helps and looks out, and I appreciate them. They've helped us numerous times on some different grants, some different money, and we certainly thank them and appreciate what they do, because it goes a long way for a small municipality like Ellisville.
Yeah, and in fact, you're so right. The delegation representing Jones County is a top-notch.
We're very fortunate, I tell you, no doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
All right, so what's on the horizon? Any particular, I mean, you've talked a lot about some of the infrastructure projects you're working on. Anything else of note, sir, that you're working towards?
Well, we have, there again, I mean, like I mentioned, the lagoon situation. Always, anytime we can improve anything on our infrastructure, I mean, it's not only a necessity, it's a must. It's something to keep up with. We, as all other small municipalities, or all municipalities, is got stuff that's probably 100 years old or better. I mean, it finally gets to the point it's deteriorated. Something's got to be done with it. So I appreciate the citizens, the people. You know, you can't do it all at one time. Being patient, we have made a lot of progress in a lot of areas. I still feel like, and that's just the way that I think it should be done, as I mentioned earlier, you know, everything that we've done so far, we've paid for it up front as we go. We've been able to pay off, you know, some of the old notes that we had from way back was paying on. The number 3 fire station down there, was able to pay it off. So, I mean, we're progressing right along. Things looks good.
So I'm picking up from our conversation today, Mr. Mayor, that you're not a big fan of debt. You want to keep the city out of debt.
Absolutely not. I do not like debt personally, nor, serving the people and, I mean.
I got you.
When we work hard, I think we should be frugal with the taxpayers' money, just like we do with our own.
And I know the taxpayers appreciate that as well as we do. Appreciate you coming on the program today, sir. Thanks for having us.
Appreciate y'all for being here in Ellisville. Welcome. Come back anytime.
Yes, sir. We thank you. And we'll come back with more here on